episode 8 is always a big episode. So, but actually, I like episode 2 because we see the Shan army the first time on real scope.
Hello, Holger, Marigo.
Hello.
Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you and a pleasure to talk about the Wheel of Time Season 2 that I think is richer than the first one. So what we can expect this time around?
Well, I think you're going. I think for the audience, we're developing our characters. It's a very character-driven season. So each of the characters that we followed and loved in season 1, they're going on their own journey this year and learning about themselves, both good and bad, mistakes and otherwise. And we have the time to take them on these journeys in season 2. On their own and finding out so much about themselves, and I'm very excited for the fans to see that, as well as introducing new characters, fan favorites.
Exactly. So, as I said, I think this season is richer. It's more like it's beautiful than the other one, than the first one, not the other one, the first one. So the production design is very well. How was like to create those words, and then I know that this time around we're going to add more elements to it. Can you talk a little bit about the challenges of that?
I mean, fantasy is challenging anyway, because and Wheel of Time world is challenging as the world doesn't exist in reality. So you have to create everything from scratch, and you have to decide how you build certain places our characters will go, and that's it's a challenge, but it's exciting to do and it's fun to do because we have so many discussions about it and meetings when we get the scripts, or even when we have just the outlines, because we have to think ahead what we will build in half a year or so. It's interesting to see how everyone brings in ideas as well. We are following still the books and what's our interpretation,
cultural influence.
So that's exciting, and that's what you can see on season 2 as we travel to so many different and new places. So we have just a few places, of course, White Tower we have, and Tavalon, but but we've got new places like Farm, Kyrene, Atan's Mill.
Different well.
It's very, very it's very, very rich, as you said.
Yeah, and I love it. Also the costumes, they are very they're a big part of everything. I think that's one of the best part of the series is the costumes. How the costumes are going to evolve for this season? You know what I mean? Because you're going to different places, different new characters and everything. So how are we gonna see that?
I mean, that's a collaboration between the writers, us as producers, the HODs, the costume designer, the production designer, and hair and makeup design.
And
we all
research.
So a big research and discussions about the different cultures.
Kyrene was, I'm sure you're going to talk to Sharon, she's our costume designer, Japanese, French influences. So there'll be loads of discussions and designs that go on to create each of the new worlds that we go to.
So these questions I always ask for the actors, like if you have a favorite episode. So I'm going to ask you both. You have a favorite episode on this season?
Do I have a favorite? I love all episodes.
Me too.
Of course, episode 8 is always a big episode. So, but actually, I like episode 2 because we see the Shan army the first time on real scope with the costumes we created or Sharon created. So and the big battle on episode 2.
They're all wonderful this year. I mean, episode 3 is a wonderful character study for one particular cast member. And then I love episode 6, which is very character driven, and you won't have seen it yet, but it's a very emotional episode.
That's awesome. Holger and Marigo, I just want to thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you, and a lot of success, and I hope everybody likes season 2. Thank you.
Thank you. Us too.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Bye. Bye. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.